What's up, guys? Brian, Callahan Garage here. Still haven't got a new clip for my mic. Maybe somebody will send me like an actual good mic one day. So we just finished a Hemi swap on this. Well, let me rephrase that. My son just finished a Hemi swap on this, and we went to go start it, running rough, throwing a bunch of codes. We just can't even get it to idle. And I've seen this a lot of times where people do their own Hemi swap, Hemi Cam Swap, anyways. And what they do is they immediately go to timing. Just immediately. So I'm going to show you guys something here real quick. Is kind of like the first diagnosis that I do, because a lot of times this stuff does happen. Like you get it all back together and like it's just not running right. And then like I said, ultimately it was like, it's got to be the timing. So I'm going to show you guys something real quick. Just give me a second to reset the camera. All right, so this is like the first step I always do, like when we do, like we know it's just not running right, there's a problem. So I've taken out all the, coil packs from this side, and I went ahead and pressure tested it. So let's go ahead and pressure test cylinder number 1 and see what happens. Oh, our little thing fell down, but let's see what is that. 0. So, and what generally usually happens is, and I'll take off this valve cover so you guys can see, is the push rods look like they're in place, but they end up not being, they end up being just a little off or something like that. So there ends up being no compression in the cylinder. I've already tested the other ones; they have fine compression, but people, again, they do this and they immediately go back to, it's got to be the timing. So they go right down to the timing, when if you do a little bit of research and, take the time and check your cylinders, usually what you're going to find is probably a misalignment of your, it's probably a misalignment of one of your push rods. But we'll pull it off and just to make sure, and then we'll fix it and then it'll run. Stay tuned. All right, I'm trying to make this possible for you to see. But if you see that push rod right there, it's going in the wrong hole. Because you look at the other ones, again, I'm trying to make this so you guys can see it. Anyways, let me pull off this rail and I'll show you. All right, so let me show you basically what happened. So if you push the push rod in like that, there's a little hole up top and it'll technically line up. But the push rod actually needs to go in here. There's a little hole, so I can't know. It's kind of hard for you guys to see that. But see the hole for the push rod? Now, if I put it in wrong, it's still long enough to hook onto the thing. So that's what happened. Let me get this all put back together. Get this in the right spot. All right, push rods in the right spot. And now we'll put this all back together and it'll probably run. We'll also pressure test it too, real quick, just to make sure it's, sealed up. Awesome. Get back to you guys in a little bit. All right, so when you put the push rod in the wrong hole, it bends. So we're gonna have to find another push rod. Hopefully we can get one locally. All right, so went ahead, put in the new one. It's now got pressure. I don't ever really look at the numbers on these because they're usually way off because it's like a hobo freight one or whatever. But now let's get this back together and then we'll see if it starts. So we'll go from there. All right, guys, we can see we got it back together. It's actually across the street now because I honestly need the room in the shop. But let's see if it works. Hit it. Yep, we fixed it. Thanks for watching Callahan Garage.